The Gibb River Road is one of Australia's great drives, stretching almost 700 k's from Derby to Wyndham. It's four-wheel drive only, and at certain times of the year, not even that. You need to plan this journey well, but boy, it's worth the effort. This is the top of the King Leopold Ranges at the western end of the Gibb River Road. Back that way, there's Winjana Gorge, there's Tunnel Creek, there's Leonard River Gorge, and in that direction, Bells Gorge. There is plenty to see out here, and along the way, there's some great accommodation, including a recent innovation by the traditional owners. Imintji Campground is nestled at the eastern side of the ranges, about 210 k's along the Gibb River Road from Derby. Even at this time of the year, at the end of the dry, it's an oasis of green, offering travellers hot showers, great cooking facilities, and a lot more. A short walk from the campground, you'll find the community store, delicious homemade food, and a display on the history of the community. Take some time to learn about Jack, whose vision this place was, and check this out, grab a quick pick-me-up. Everyone in this community is part of this venture. So while the coffee's a little slice of home and the location's pretty perfect, what people are really staying at Imintji for is the chance to interact with the local custodians, the Narrogin. Dylan is one of the Narrogin sharing his culture and helping make this campground a success. The Texan on his right, one of the community's mentors. So John, what's a Texan doing out on the Gibb River Road?
Well, I'm here to support the Indigenous people of Imintji, to create income and make the community sustainable, and get employment for people like Dylan.
What does Imintji mean?
Imintji means a place to sit down. Like back in the days, we used to have Indigenous people used to come, have their cultural ceremonies and stuff. We used to they stop at the creek, water the bulls at the creek. That's why they called it Settlers Springs.
What is the camping with the custodians about?
Its scope is to actually set up campgrounds where tourists are able to have availability or contact with Indigenous communities or Indigenous people, where the Indigenous people can share their culture.
And what do they do when they come out here? What do you do to share your culture with them?
Oh, we show them some artwork, and then we get some tourists to do some paintings as well down there.
All right, can I have a shot at that?
Yeah, you can have a go.
So art is a big part of life here, and the community has some very talented artists. Central to most art here is this figure. What sort of painting do you do out here?
The Wanjina is the main one because it's all the Narrogin beliefs. Narrogin people can do the Wanjinas.
What's a Wanjina?
They're the rain god.
And this style of painting is a lot of dots, and you've got a lot of sort of figures as well. That's the Wanjina.
Yeah, well, if there's a dot on the Wanjina painting, that represents the rain. And if you take notice, the Wanjina won't have a mouth. That is because if he had a mouth, he would be so powerful.
Anyone who calls in is encouraged to sit down, share some stories, even try their hand at painting.
I think it gives us that good feeling that we get to share with people who come here to buy our paintings.
You don't need to book to stay at Imintji. You may want to give yourself some time, though, to sit with the locals and soak up the culture. Even if you don't come to camp, make sure you grab a cup of coffee and have a chat.